Why take diet pills when you can enjoy AIDS?
Ins and orange.
Oh.
Chinese cherry.
Dorky toothpaste for clean teeth.
Brains. What a name. What a sauce.
Okay, what the fuck? So guys, I know I don't look a day over 25, but believe it or not, I was actually born in the 80s and came of age in the 90s. Inarguably the best decade, by the way, it's just not a question. I was part of the last generation to see both a world without cell phones, internet, streaming services, and social media, as well as being ushered into the new age of technology in a world where information and specifically opinions spread faster than ever. In a world where things that were deemed funny, inoffensive, and innocuous, including TV, music, and media for decades, are now looked back on as being on the wrong side of history. Included in the mix and what we're going to be talking about today are products, advertisements that if released today would be seen as parody or just outright rejected by society as unacceptable. And if you guys like this video, give it a like and drop some offensive ads that you remember from your childhood that would not fly today. Drop them in the comments because there are several of these ads that I had to cut out. I want to keep it to about 5 ads, but I have plenty more, so drop those down below and maybe we'll turn this into a series. Also guys, while I have you here, check out my second channel, Justin's Basement. I just launched a podcast there called In the Basement with Justin, where I show my friends, family, fellow content creators, wacky, crazy, batshit movies that they would never picked out to watch on their own.
But let the record show, whenever somebody recommends a fucked up movie that they know 99% of people, probably 100% of people are going to be like, dude, you're a fucking weirdo. You're disgusting. They always say, you know, but though, I thought it was...
I forced them to watch them against their will, and we have a in-depth conversation about it. That's Justin's Basement. I'll link that channel down below. But with all that said, guys, let's go ahead and jump into these 5 most wildly inappropriate television ads. Number 5 on our list, Darlie Toothpaste. Jesus Christ, this is gonna be a rough video. Fuck. Originally launched in the 1930s, Darlie Toothpaste was a product that didn't cause too much of a stir upon release. And you might be thinking, Justin, well, if nobody got their panties in an uproar, then why the hell is it included on this list? Well, I'll tell you. This product wasn't always called Darlie with a picture of Mac from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It was originally and unfortunately named Darkie, and boldly and prominently featured a minstrel-style black man with gleaming eyes and teeth on the label. The Chinese name of the brand translated to Black Person Toothpaste, where it was changed to a more appropriately named that translated to Good Things Will Come. The logo had already changed in the States in 1985 when the company changed hands to Colgate. But at that time, the Chinese reassured their customers that their beloved product, Black Person Toothpaste, is still, in fact, Black Person Toothpaste. Let's not get it twisted here, right? This product still exists to this day and can be purchased on Amazon, affiliate link below. I'm just kidding. Next on our travels abroad, we go to Germany. Guten Tag, mein Freund. Guys, it's time for us to sit down, grab our chopsticks, and have ourselves
A meal, a succulent Chinese meal.
And for dinner tonight, me and Pete are thinking stir fry. What do you think? Good. But let's make sure it's authentic.
I want to chop down, take chow down to Chinatown.
The commercial first aired in 1988 and is essentially just a dust packet to throw in a stir-fry mix at home. The most insane part, obviously, about this video is after every family member takes their first bite of this food, they are magically transformed into a Chinese person using Tom Savini-style horror movie special makeup effects. You can still find this brand of flavor packets in stores today online, but I'm assuming the ads look a little bit different in 2025. I have to say, if I was eating this at home, I would pair this with my favorite David Bowie track.
Without my little China girl, I saw these stars crashing down.
Next up, Funny Face Drink Mix. Well shit, after that salty, delicious,
A succulent Chinese meal.
I am parched. How about we get the whole gang together and whip up a fresh batch of Funny Face drinks? We all love classic flavors like grape and strawberry, but how about Chinese cherry?
Chinese cherry.
You know what sounds good? How about Indian orange?
Engine orange.
Ins and orange.
Oh.
Chinese cherry.
Ask him for from his dreams.
These These pre-sweetened drinks aimed to compete with the already popular Kool-Aid, but differentiated themselves by talking to the parents with these ads. No added sugar. A no added sugar alternative that the kids will love. Obviously, the stand-up aspect here would be the inclusion of a crude depiction of a Native American and a wildly exaggerated Chinese cherry flavor, complete with a rattling gong hit at the end for full effect. Pillsbury, the manufacturer of Funny Face drinks, was in an all-out war against Kool-Aid. They were offering all kinds of toys and trinkets for kids to send off for, enticing kids all over the US to have their very own Funny Face merchandise. Kool-Aid had already been around for 30 years or so they stepped up their advertising game by including Bugs Bunny and musicians like the Monkees, one of my favorite all-time bands. Soon after the release, due to the complaints of racial stereotypes, Chinese cherry and Indian orange were changed, but the company also hit a snag when the artificial sweetener cyclamate, that sounds good, was banned in the US, causing a disruption in the quality of the drink, and eventually the drink was discontinued and faded into distant memory. However, you can still find relics of this offensive drink on eBay if you want a set of these cups and a pitcher possibly. If it ain't Funny Face, I ain't thirsty. So guys, if all this talk of tasty beverages and
Eating a meal, a succulent Chinese meal.
has you working up an appetite, but you just don't need those extra calories, then I have just the product for you. AIDS.
I was overweight and looked terrible, but AIDS helped me lose 46 pounds.
AIDS was an appetite suppressant brand that was marketed to housewives, originally introduced around 1940. Now, obviously, this product made the list because of its absurd name. But up until the late 70s, early 80s, this name didn't really turn any heads because up until the AIDS epidemic, people associated AIDS with the diet product that promised you could lose up to 10 pounds in 5 days. Sounds healthy. And you had a variety of delicious flavors, including chocolate, choco mint, butterscotch, caramel, and of course, peanut butter. The box originally read AIDS reducing plant, vitamin, and mineral candy. Later versions used the phrase appetite suppressant candy. Eventually, all good things must come to an end though, when the public awareness of the AIDS virus made people question a product with the same name of a disease that also causes extreme weight loss. Who would have thought? This of course caused some problems for the brand, but it did in fact boost sales for a small time due to simple name recognition. I guess all publicity is good publicity. One executive was even on record with the quote, "The product has been around for 45 years. Let the disease change its name." Corporate greed, man. Oh man, it never ceases to amaze me. That's fucking crazy. This company just refused to change with the times, and by 1988, sales had fallen by over 50%. AIDS' first rebrand was tested in the UK with the updated name AIDS Slim. Clever. Along with the US name being swapped for Diet AIDS. Nowadays, I guess it would be AIDS Zero. This proved unsuccessful, and after over 50 years, the product was finally discontinued in the late 80s. Funny side note, Corona beer came to mind when I was writing this video, when I was doing my research, and it made me wonder if the virus caused any change, boost, or decrease in sales for the Corona brand during the pandemic, and I discovered, yes, it did. And it actually boosted sales for Corona. For each individual new positive case of COVID, leading to a $5.30 increase in sales for the 4-week period ending in February 2020. Again, no publicity is bad publicity.
Gotta get a shot of this. You're eating less.
Thanks to the AIDS plan.
All right, finally, guys, last and the most diabolical ad of all. I'm gonna be honest with you, I almost didn't want to include this, but the culture shock from something in the UK to here was so big that I just simply could not resist including it. And today, I can't even say it. I'm not even gonna be saying the name of the product, and I'm gonna be bleeping it because it's so unbelievable.
Hello, faggot lovers everywhere. I have a message for you from Birdseye. Birdseye faggots will appeal to your whole family. They've made them with lashings of gravy, but they've gone easy on the spice because kids don't like them too spicy, apparently. Birdseye even suggests that people who don't like faggots could enjoy these. They live in hope. You know, that could be right.
Leave it to the British to not only continue the trend of making the mushiest, brownest cuisine imaginable, but also unfortunately naming this food
Homely faggots, meatballs made from minced pork and offal, mushy peas and salsify chips.
If calling a brown meat slop grody dick wasn't bad enough, enter these UK meatballs made of various ingredients including offal, I'm gonna stick with awful. These balls were made, these big balls were, these, oh, f me. These balls are made, I can do this. These meaty balls. These delicious meaty balls are made using nose-to-tail ingredients like, you know, kidney, heart, lungs, and other parts that are usually reserved for the garbage bin. But in the case of these beautiful balls, they're wrapped in pork stomach lining and cooked to perfection. And I'm so bad at accents. This one obviously made the list, not so much for a distasteful advertisement, but for the term itself. The term originally meant a bundle of sticks, describing the shape of the original stinky gizzard balls, apparently. Haggis is a similar food and actually the national dish of Scotland. If you've seen So I Married an Axe Murderer, you know this. And it sounds even more unappetizing. So guys, that is me and Pete's list for the 5 most offensive television ads. And we have plenty more of these ads. If you guys are interested in seeing more of this in a series, I'd love to do it. Drop your comments down below. Check out my second channel, Justin's Basement, my podcast, In the Basement with Justin. I'm working on episode 3 for that show. It's been about a year since I posted on this channel. It feels so good to be back. I have plenty more ideas. We will be revisiting Corey Feldman. I know a lot of people probably saw this video pop up in their feed and they were disappointed that it wasn't a Corey Feldman video. I'll be back, but like I said before, this isn't gonna be just a 24/7 Corey Feldman hate channel. I wanna talk about other shit. So guys, stay weird. Remember to always be yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you later. Isn't that right, Pete? Bye.